think about fighting climate change, we often imagine electric cars, solar panels, or futuristic technology. But what if one of the most powerful climate solutions has been quietly standing beside our streets all along? I'm talking about trees. Trees just don't make cities beautiful. They are cool neighborhoods. They provide us the clean air, reduce flooding, improve mental health, and even save lives. Yet every day, thousands of them disappear in the name of development. So, how do we build cities where nature and people thrive together? Today, we are uncovering why the future of sustainable cities may depend on protecting what's already growing. We'll have a short intro, then we'll continue in our session.
Sing it loud, let's unite on the sustainability side. Feel the love day and night. Let's turn the tides, make a change today. Together we define our sustainable way. With every step we take, we rise and glow on the sustainability side. Let the good vibes flow.
Welcome back to the Sustainability Site, where we explore people and ideas shaping more sustainable future. And I'm your favorite host, Dr. Sama. Today we are diving into one of the fastest growing conversation in the climate action. I'm talking about urban forestry and sustainable cities. As temperature continue to rise and cities become the hotter and green infrastructure is emerging as one of the smartest investments communities can make. Urban trees are no longer viewed as a decoration, they are essential infrastructure supporting climate resilience, biodiversity, public health, and economic value. Research increasingly emphasizes that strategic tree protection, species selection, and long-term management are critical for meeting sustainability goals. To help us unpack this topic, we have joined by Maks Udov, an urban forestry expert passionate about protecting trees and creating healthier urban environments, alongside his partner, Mr. Bruno Jelinić, who work contributes to practical sustainability and climate solutions. Together, we'll explore how cities can shift from grey infrastructure to greener futures and why every tree planted today is an investment in tomorrow. Welcome to the sustainability side, Mr. Marx and Mr. Bruno. And how this started? Please walk us through this magic journey that you are having today. What is the inspiration for you to start this journey?
Yes, I'm very glad that you asked me. I start my work before more than 30 years. That means I have a lot of experience. I do really great jobs, and I had a very big company, landscaping, with projectants, with huge projectants, developers, and maintenance also. So in that period of 30 years and more, I gain much experience. So I see that many trees suffer from a wrong way of planting, the wrong way of maintaining, and my goal is to prevent this wrong way of planting. So my colleague Bruno, we are putting all our efforts to teach people how to do things with trees in right way. So how to sustainable planting and how to sustainably maintain the trees in Europe and also in arid and semi-arid regions.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Marx. And what about you, Bruno? Please let us know something about yourself.
Well, okay, I've started working with Max on our project before I worked as a landscape designer. So intuitively, we got to the same problems actually. I saw what happens on terrain, I saw the declining trees, and we all see the changing climate. So it's natural for everybody in this line of work that we do to just make some actions to prevent further declining. So
Okay.
through our work, which we do together, my line of area is expanded in our collaboration with the European Fears project. So far, we are the only company which uses this data on the way we do heat
Mm-hmm.
maps and NDVI indexes. The main reason is it allows us looking at the bigger picture
Yeah.
and to pinpoint the exact places in the city where heat islands and then problems with the trees will or are occurring at this moment.
Some foods don't just fill you, they heal you. Ancient grains, timeless nutrition, crafted for today. From heritage rice, noodles to wholesome flakes and pasta, every grain is a step towards better health. Because wellness isn't a trend, it's a way of life. Nelligum. Eat like your roots intended.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bruno, for letting us know about both of yourself. And now I have a question with you. We all know cities are getting hotter every year, right? Why has the urban forestry suddenly become one of the hottest topic in the climate change?
First of all, people do not see the problem. They don't see that trees are in so bad situation because they have different interests and they look great picture, but not focus on the tree, on leaves that they could see really what are they in bad conditions. So we start to educate people and we make one system how to help trees. That means aqua system, planting system, is system that start at first that we have satellite screening of some area, detect hot zones or hot and detect vegetation in what conditions they are, if they are in bad, good, or they are very good condition. So first step that the city, municipality, and urban planners could decide where to start. That is very first beginning. So after that, we could plant trees on sustainable way or to help existing trees to be vital and to be in a better condition that they are now. That is our goal to prevent bad looking and prevent lower vitality to trees. And also we could perform with this aqua system that in arid and semi-arid areas like Saudi Arabia, they could finally have parks, trees, alleys like in Europe. Green, big trees, not only small trees that they have now. We could, with that technology, make their cities great, green, and shadow.
Thank you so much for explaining us. It gives me another question. Anyone can answer, either Max or Bruno. We all know China is doing this greater project, right? They are converting the desert into a green forest. For you, is this an inspiration, or do you have any project or collaborations with them? How this happened, and let us know something about it.
Okay, this is very interesting topic. At this moment, no, we do not have a direct cooperation with China. We developed our system on our own behalf. What we aim is actually the goal is the same,
Okay.
making desert green. It sounds like a strong statement, but it is really available. It can be done.
Mm, mm.
The difference is our system revolves mainly, for starters now, around cities and how to cool cities. But we
Okay.
can do the same. We can go even further on, go away from the city areas. Because if you want to cool the city, you need to start looking beyond, on the outskirts. So, what our system provides is sustainability in real matter, because when planted correctly using our method, we trees provided with everything it needs to survive those first 3 crucial years. Afterwards, and if you have a system, not just one tree, but a system of trees interconnected, when they survive, they make impact on microclimate in the area, not just shade, but water infiltration, how the air moves, also complete biome of the area. So our techniques may be a little bit different, but the goal is the same.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm personally intrigued to know all about this. So, My next question to you, like many cities removes trees, for the city development project or even any development projects. So how can government balance infrastructure growth with environmental protection?
This is where our satellite intelligence comes in. Because the things you can feel and see instinctively from below, using satellites, you can see from above. And then you can see heat islands in the city. And then you can see how they are connecting into one big heat island. And this is the main problem, actually. So it's crucial, and what you need around, you need to surround, literally like playing a Tetris game, surround each of those heat islands with a series, with the strings of trees, not just individual trees. What we learned from our experience and from our work with the satellites and on field, one tree or individual trees cannot be as strong shade infrastructure as a series of trees. So what we do and what we must do in city development. Not to stop developing. Each city has its own plan, and cities need to develop their areas and to expand. But to really expand in a sustainable way, just not to build. Each green area is not the same. It is very visible on the heat map that we provide to cities. Open areas with grasses are not the same as shaded areas where there are trees.
So, Bruno could say that we help city municipalities and urbanists to decide where to plant first and where to act first. Where is the most important to act first, that we don't get really bad situation on the in the city.
We can say one main thing. We today you can see on social media, and it's a very good thing. Everybody starts to look at trees as infrastructure. We went further on. We say shade is your infrastructure, and you need that shade in a sustainable city.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yes,
totally agree with you.
that means that if tree, shade, and that root system is also infrastructure, that means that the city municipality must plan where to plant tree, not on the sand pipes or on concrete. They must have plan where to plant, to prepare that site, and also to maintain the trees, because when the trees start to be infrastructure, green infrastructure, they must take care of it and plan of it and maintain it, and that's not it's start to be a city's infrastructure.
And you said about cities removing trees. City without its citizens is nothing. We can all agree about it. So just distinctively on your side, when you walk around your city, well, where will you sit? Where will you enjoy? Always a place with trees, not just barren some kind of square where it's too hot. So this is what we aim to do and to teach people.
That's really beautiful. I would say best wishes for your initiative to grow across the globe, and most of the citizens like us and climate enthusiasts come forward to join you. So my next question, I'm so intrigued by the work that you both are doing. Hats off to you. First of all, you are working in Saudi. Right now I believe you're in Riyadh. I have been in Riyadh, so I know it's a beautiful city. Everywhere you can see the greeneries, it's the city of garden. But if you go beyond Riyadh, you know what is the real situation. It is a developing city. Of course, Jeddah is good. All the main cities like Dammam, cities are fine. But the expansion area, how you choose it like a total desert, and you are making into a green forest with the urban planning, of course. What is the difficulties that you are facing? What is the challenges that you are having in this path?
When I was in Riyadh on Futurescape Global Fair, that means the biggest fair of horticulture in Riyadh, I have unbelievably big amount of people come and talk with me, and I have conversation with government, with all projects, Green Riyadh, with all respectable people in Saudi Arabia. So what's the problem? They don't see that they could have real big parks and big trees. They don't have, we could not have. I said, yes, you could have. Just take our method. It's completely new method. It's never seen before. So with our method, we could help you to have really green and big trees in your streets, and to have a biodiversity, to have birds, all that you could not have until now.
Yes, I couldn't agree less. But definitely, you might have come across United Arab Emirates, and I would say they have a different vision. So, do you have any projects ongoing with UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, anywhere?
Yes, we have also invited Dubai to Green Fair because they also want to see and hear what we are doing and what we could offer to them.
Yeah, yeah. I am having positive hopes and I wish you the best because I live in Dubai. So I know our infrastructure is designed in a way to go in hand with the nature. We will have your project soon in Dubai. So I'm moving on to the next question. So there are a lot of technologies, especially with the drones, AIs, and satellite mapping. When it comes to the urban planning, everything is used. How innovation is changing trees management and sustainable city planning.
First of all, we save a great problem in Saudi Arabia. That is salinification of root zone. That is something really difficult because after a few years, watering new tree and evaporation, salt will come in a root zone and the tree will suffer. So we with our technology, we prevent salinification of tree roots. Then we stopped evaporation and cut evaporation from the soil, and for that reason we could spare 80% of water used usually to maintain one tree in a year. So 80% very big amount of water. We could give a tree more deeper roots, more food in the root zone, aeration, microbiome that works well with the roots to could produce better canopy and better tree quality. So we save all these issues with our aqua planting system, which is not one thing, that is a whole system and whole approach how to manage trees in sustainable way.
Thank you so much for answering that. My next question is like when you talk about all these things, tools, and how the life of a tree totally depends on all this infrastructure planning. Maybe it's easier to plant all the trees and plant the cities, but when it comes a sustainable way of saving it, when it comes to the future, how do you think your planning helps the self-sustainable way? Because it should go the long way. It should not be like it look like very fancy, but next time where are we sourcing from? Because it has to cut down the cost, and you have mentioned about the water prices, because definitely good vegetation needs its own nutrients. How are you planning to do this, and do you have any ongoing projects to share with us as a story or any case study?
Okay, projects I hope will start soon. But the main thing, like you said, at this point, the average loss of newly planted trees is around 45%. This is not sustainable. In any project, whether you call it sustainable or not, it's not it can be sustainable. And this is the main issue we are addressing here. Our system provides.
I could say also that another issue that nobody care about is time. We lose not only money, we don't
It's
lose
time.
only water, we not use time, and we waste time because when you one tree have 2 3 years and then again plant trees and then tree again die, you lose 6 7 8 10 years 10 years and lose money and lose everything. So the 10 years go and you have nothing, not shade, not tree. That is the point. So Bruno, continue, please.
Like Pak said, and in that time that you lost, climate is getting worse. So what we did, you mentioned nutrients and soil. we went further on. The system provides trees with everything needed to for the roots to go deep. This is what you need. Deeply anchored roots so the tree can survive the heat and survive the strong winds, which is also important. The main innovation also, we are building soil. What we provide is building soil one type and interconnected system to make a completely new biome with changed soil, with the active soil, alive soil, not just organic matter, but live organic matter. This is the main difference. And actually, yeah, when we say sustainable, we really, really mean it. Sustainable in every way. Max mentioned before the integral part of our planting system. We are cutting the evaporation, and one more thing which is more important, the temperature inside the planting pit. We provide a system where we actually can make the tree, the planting pit not to overheat during that time. So not water does not evaporate, but the tree root is not going to cook inside. So, like we mentioned earlier, those 3 crucial years will pass, tree will not die, and you have a system that really functions.
Yes, because if you have on the surface seven, the roots are in stress. Uh, with our system, roots are have equal temperature all the day because we thermal insulation of planting pit. Trees developed twice more bigger, twice healthier than in normal condition that are planting now. And so, if you understand me.
Yeah. Now I have a curious question, like because every topography is different, every region is so different from other. How do you select? Do you have any particular type of trees or plants should go in particular region, or do you believe any tree can be planted anywhere? So, what's your
Yes,
perspective on that?
that's like our human situation. We have all kinds of people or all kinds of habit, but they all eat with mouths. So is different, but they eat with roots. They all need the same water and food. And if we provide them water, food, and not extreme heat and good way, not to worse conditions they are faced, we could reach and provide good living and a good habitat and good canopy of our trees. So that we are doing.
I would just like to add one thing. What we can do with our system, it's not just heat maps and then DVI. We went further on. We can explore in the area pH of the soil, topography, for example, around Riyadh, where new valleys can occur, in which places the topography will allow planting of new trees in a sustainable way to just hold water and to stop the earth, the stand from moving. So when we say system, this is what we mean, real interconnected system.
Yes, and I'm very thankful to you because city municipalities don't know what we are doing and what we could offer them because it's completely new approach. Think on a different way and we work on different way. So we are very thankful to you to offer our new principles to people, to municipalities, to urban planners, to architects that things could be done in different way and in better way.
Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I would like to say the people who are watching us, listening us, especially policymakers, architects, the builders, everybody who are conscious about our lifestyle and the climate action, if they want to reach out to us, what's the way? How do you deal your clients, your projects? What's the way to reach out to you?
Well, the first thing is our website, which is in building at this moment, is going to be finished soon. Or they can reach out through LinkedIn, and we always tend to say when we are going to some kind of exploration or fair or anything, if we're gonna be in Dubai or if we're gonna be in Riyadh, they can reach us out there in person, in live, or just schedule a video call. Anyway, available any way they choose. We are always in
Yes.
for.
And I invite all the people that have interest in that if they want some advice, that call us, write us on LinkedIn, connect with us. We shall be very grateful and we shall help in
Any way we
whatever
can.
we can.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Marks and Mr. Bruno, for your lovely explanation and your precious time you have chosen to spend with us, to the people who are watching and listening to us. What would you like to say as a final message or anything that you want to share with them?
In final words, we could say that we must not lose faith. We must have faith that we could not conquer, but that we could manage climate changes in a way that if we could change our habits and if we could change our mindset. So if we could reach new methods and stay with new methods and implement it in our working system, we could live much better and do things in a better way than before.
So maybe just one shifting baseline syndrome is maybe something you know. It is described as a current generation perceives its environment as normal. So let's not allow for this to happen for our generation and the next to perceive this as normal. No trees, everything is overheated. It does not have.
For both of you joining us today and sharing the valuable insights. You let us know urban planning is not that easy job. It is a responsibility, and it is not only the responsibility of a government, it is also a shared responsibility of the citizens or everybody, because when there is a demand, there will be the supply. And you letting us know what urban planning is, how the trees are protected, and how it helps us to make a sustainable future. And it's my pleasure to have you both here on with us on the sustainability side. We'll see you soon in Dubai, I would say. Welcome to Dubai. Looking forward. And signing off today is Dr. Sama, and you are watching us only at the sustainability side.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
All right, guys, as we heard today, sustainable cities aren't built solely with smarter technologies, they are built together through the smarter relationship with nature. Urban trees are far more than a part of the landscape. They are living climate infrastructure that cools us, which supports biodiversity, improves health and resilience against the challenges of a changing climate. A huge thank you to Mr. Maks Udov and his partner Bruno Jelinić for sharing their expertise and reminded us that creating greener cities begins with the valuing and protecting what already sustains us. If you enjoyed this conversation, feel free to follow the Sustainability Side podcast, and you can also listen to us on Spotify and more. And we're also on YouTube. So give us your likes, shares, comments, and don't forget to tell us what is the one change your city could make towards for the to become a greener today. Let's keep growing a community that's turning ideas into a climate action. See you soon with the upcoming session with some other beautiful guest. And until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and always stay tuned only to the sustainability side.
Feel the joy, let's unite on the sustainability.